Well, howdy friends, this is going to be another one of my classic videos. This is the first time that Kenny and I went to Oklahoma to go bigfooting on Keith and Sabrina's place up in Tallahena, Oklahoma. They have over 3,500 acres, I believe it is. 3,500 acres? Yeah, I think it's 3,500 acres. And this is a story about the tree knocks we heard. The first night we was there, this is a story of that. I think it was 4 or 5 days we stayed up there. Most incredible time we spent bigfooting, I think. For the first time we experienced, first time up there bigfooting, Kenny and I, we experienced something that we just can't explain to this day. And that night turned Kenny into a true believer of Bigfoot. This was filmed the day after Christmas on 2019. We stayed up there 4 days up in a very secluded place. You'll see in the video how secluded it is up there. So I hope you enjoy the video. Give me that thumbs up. And if you feel good enough to do it, go ahead and subscribe. I got some dogs up there barking for some reason. I'm fixing to go check it out. Anyway, sit back, get you some popcorn, get you a cold one, enjoy the video. And like I said, give me a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe. Okay, everybody. This is what happened on our first night up in Oklahoma. December 26, 2019, day after Christmas. Me and Kenny have been running up these old logging woods up on Keith Bethell's property, and looking for a place to camp, and just scoping out the place, and basically looking for Bigfoot. And that night we were sitting around a campfire just charging up our batteries for our cameras, getting everything ready, and sitting around the fire, drinking a couple of cold ones. Everything was really quiet, so we decided to do just a call, get the coyotes going. So I let out a long call, went woo, much louder than that. And of course, to the west of us, we got the coyotes going. We thought it was a kick. I got a good kick out of it. And of course, they went on for about 5 or 6 seconds like this, and they calmed down. Well, I'd say about 45 minutes to an hour later, just to the southwest of us, I hear almost the same identical thing. We heard, woo! And before it ended, the coyotes started howling. And it lasted for about, 5 or 6 seconds. Well, we thought that was pretty strange because it was identical to what I did. But we just kind of blew it off as coyotes. So anyway, we went on about our business, getting our stuff ready for the next day. And I guess it was about an hour later is when it happened. We never thought anything like this was going to happen. We wasn't ready, wasn't prepared. But to the southwest of us, pretty close to where we heard the howling, we got some tree knocks. And most of the time in tree knocks, from what I've seen in Bigfoot videos before, you get 1 or 2. We got more than 1 or 2. I'm going to try to recreate what it sounded like. I've got this little bitty stick, and I know whatever it was in a bigger stick and a bigger tree. It was a live tree, because you could tell the difference between a live big tree and then some old dead tree. This was a live tree, but here it goes. It went something like this. After 4 swings, it paused for just a second. And they were slow swings. There was
it wasn't real fast, you know. Wasn't nothing like that. It was slow swings, 4 swings and a pause, and then four more swings, slow swings, and then a pause. 2 more swings. For the rest of the night, it was dead silent out there. Nothing, no coyotes, no owls, nothing. Where we were, we drove around several miles. Nobody camping, no houses close by. You can see from the drone footage there's no houses close by. Nobody camping, no deer hunters, no hunters, nobody around. That howl we heard sounded human. Them tree knocks, well, when we first started hearing those, our eyes turned about as big around as a saucer. Our mouths hit the ground. We didn't know what to do. We just couldn't believe that that was happening to us. We didn't sleep the rest of the night. We sat there in our chairs by the campfire with our guns in our hands. I guess it was about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I went in there, the tent, and tried to lay down. Every time I heard a twig pop or something like that, I was just right back up. Now, you may not believe that. Nothing I could do about it.
Hey y'all, I'm Robin Long from Southeast Oklahoma, and I love to watch the Squatchin Coyotes.
Here from the Squatchin Cowboy with Joe Pass. This is just a follow-up from our trip to Oklahoma. Joe and I weren't able to be together at the time that he recorded his account of what happened on the first night. We heard the wood knocks, so I'm making a little video for him to add to that. I've always considered myself a bit of a skeptic when it comes to Bigfoot. Joe's pretty much a believer, but I see both sides of it, from the skeptics that all the grainy video and all the nobody's found any bones and nobody found a body over all these years. But I've always kept an open mind about it, that they could possibly exist. So I've kind of been the skeptic of the group. Joe knows this, but we all been going camping for years and years, so I thought, hey, we're going to go camping, we might as well look for Bigfoot. If you're camping, it's just camping. If you're camping looking for Bigfoot, it's squatching, and that sounds a lot better. And it irritates your friends that don't believe in Bigfoot too, so you can really, have some arguments with them about the existence of Bigfoot and if he exists. But anyway, I've seen Joe's part 2 video and that he released, and it's completely exactly accurate. It's exactly what I heard. I'm not sure of the amounts of wood knocks in each series. There were definitely 3 sets of them. I was fumbling with my digital recorder trying to get it to audio to where it would record when it detected sound, and I had all the settings messed up. And once I heard the first set of wood knocks, I looked at Joe. I started trying to get it back to record mode where I could just try to record some of the wood knocks we were hearing. First, let me say I've been in law enforcement for 15 years. I'm a deputy sheriff. I'm not going to mention my agency. I don't want to, I'm not representing them. But I've always said that law enforcement professionals, lawyers, doctors, are some of the most credible accounts of sightings and things like this. I've always said that. My credibility and honesty and integrity is my whole career. that can't be questioned when you're in law enforcement. With that being said, I want to tell you my account of what we heard. And I've told Joe, we can squatch and camp and look for Bigfoot the rest of our lives and never hear anything, never find a footprint, never have a sighting. It's just probably what'll happen. They're too rare. They're not that many of them, I don't think. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. Well, on our first night in Oklahoma, all that changed, brother. I'm telling you. You got to watch part 2 of what Joe heard. I'm not going to repeat it all because it was exactly accurate, and his account was right on point. But I want to emphasize how close these wood knocks were. 50, 75 yards maybe, and that's not very far when you're talking about thousands and thousands and thousands of acres that we were on. And this is private land. These aren't people out there camping and people tromping through the woods. They were so loud, so clear, so solid, just that they only could have been made by something with arms that could swing a big, heavy, thick stick. I mean, I can't express how solid they were, how loud they were. The space in between each one was exactly the space it would take to hit a tree, draw back, hit a tree, draw back, hit a tree, and then pause to get a better grip or maybe listen, and then they started again. That's exactly what we heard. And I mean, the closeness and loudness of it, I can't even start to express. If we'd have heard a little knock, knock, knock way off in the woods over the hills, I might could, it might have could have been something else, but it was a person or it was a Bigfoot. There's nothing else it could have been that could swing and hit a tree like that. With that being said, we had already been all over that area on an ATV that day. We'd been all up in the trails. There's ATV trails, there's roads, there's all through there. We didn't see a single other ATV, vehicle, person the whole time we were on this private property. There was just no one out there. And the next morning we went exactly where we heard the wood knocks and looked. There's no signs of human activity. Nobody could have gotten there at 12:01, 2 o'clock in the morning, whatever time it was, without us hearing a vehicle. Nobody could be camping without us smelling a campfire, seeing a campfire or something. It was not a person. There's no way they could have got up in there. That being said, I'm almost a 100% believer now. I can't find any reasonable explanation for those wood knocks that we heard. The search continues. I can't wait to get back up there now. Thank you.
Can't start to stay back at the house. So I'm out here by myself. Keith told me that there's been a mountain lion spotted out here. And guess what I did? Forgot my pistol. Not that it probably would have done a lot of good against a mountain lion.
This can get up on you before you even know it. I'm probably not going to get a good shot of this. But the one reason I came down here is to get a shot of the sun going down. I think it's a little too late. Bigfoot, Oklahoma. I better get back to the cabin before it gets dark. I just can't believe that Keith and Sabrina Bethell have been so nice to us, letting us come out here. Searching for Bigfoot. They are some mighty fine people. We picked up 2 trail cams so far. The first one we had some pretty good pics in it that you might be interested in. I've been looking for tracks. It's mostly rock out here. It's hard to find any tracks on rock. It's gonna be dark out here before I get back to the cabin. I'm gonna keep on filming until can't see anymore. I want y'all to know that I really do appreciate you watching my videos. I know a lot of people say that. But when I first started this, I didn't even think I'd have this many subscribers. And I've got almost 400 as of making of this video. I see something move back over there. And I really do appreciate y'all.
Joe Pass, the Squatchin Cowboy here in Tallahassee, Oklahoma. My new friend here, Keith Bethell. Lovely wife Sabrina over there. Keith, why don't you tell us something about what the land is that you got out here? How many acres and stuff?
It's all private here, and it's owned by several friends and friends of the family and stuff like that. And we use it mostly just for hunting. And there's probably around 2,000 to 3,000 acres, and it's all private, and it's mostly used just for the production of trees. It's mostly just for hunting land, private hunting land.
And why don't you tell us about what you do here?
Well, me and my wife Sabrina, we do log furniture. We make anything that goes inside the house and some things that go outside, like lawn swings and yard swings and porch swings. We make dining room sets, bedroom sets, mirrors. She does most of the finished work, if not all, and she does a lot of the wood burning. So she's into the wood burning, and we can customize anything you need, make it any style or shape you want.
And how long have you been doing this?
It's been about 5 years now, but it's been in my family since I was little. I just now started finding my own, and this is
And you make this stuff for anybody, anywhere, any state, any
anybody,
country?
anywhere. Just
And-
give us a call and we'll take your order, and if you're not happy with it, we'll make it until we do get you happy, and it's all lifetime warranty.
And you deliver, right?
We do deliver.
All right.
We do charge for a delivery, but it'd be worth it.
And you said when I talked to you earlier, you had an encounter out here. Why don't you tell us about that encounter?
Yeah, it was in around the mid 80s. I was about 14 years old. I was riding my ATV back here, and just a young kid just riding around looking at the trees and the squirrels, and I was riding along a creek bed, and I was looking to my left and to my right, just looking for deer and whatnot. And as I panned from my right to my left, it stepped out of the bushes into the road and one step back out. And when it stepped into the middle of the road, it stepped into a creek. Like I said, I was driving down a creek bottom, and evidently his foot was wet. And every time he took a step, I pulled up to see what it was because I wasn't sure what I saw. Well, I got off my four-wheeler, and at the time I had my shotgun with me, and I was 14 years old, and I thought, I don't know what that was, but I'm gonna go see. Well, about every 6 foot, 5 or 6 foot, it looked like you took a wet mop or a wet dog and splashed him down every step up through there where that thing had stepped in the creek in front of me. And I heard it just crashing and busting and going up the hill, and I was following those steps for about 3 good strides, and it just hit me. Hey, you know what that was? Let's get out of here. I went to my four-wheeler and I drove as hard and fast as I could. And when I got home, everybody was looking at me like I'd seen a ghost, and I guess I seen something, because
How tall do you think he was?
he was probably 7-ish, not quite like an 8 foot. I mean, it couldn't have been a person because it was too tall, and it was a solid fur.
Black or brown?
It was a kind of a dark brown, all one color.
And so you guarantee us 100% we're going to spot one out there?
I can't guarantee anything, but he's here somewhere.
Well, we're going to try to find him if you don't mind. We're going to spend a couple of days out there in the woods and do our thing. And by the way, that's Kenny Collard on the video camera back there.
Well, I'm glad to have y'all. Y'all's just welcome to run and do what you got to do. And
We appreciate it more than you know, that giving us a chance to come up here and get on private land like this and not have to go to public land where anybody can be out there.
right.
Like the state park. And, there's hiking trails out there. Could be hikers out there. And out here we don't have none of that stuff. And I do appreciate it a whole bunch.
You're more welcome. It's
Sabrina,
nice
thank
meeting
you
you.
very much.
Sure, absolutely.
G'day everyone, it's Mark down here in Australia, just sending out a big g'day. I'm just trying out a bit of a video on my new phone I got from your birthday yesterday. Just want to remind you all, if you want to check out the best channel on video channel for Bigfooting, go and have a look at the Squatchin Cowboy. I've had a look at a lot, I've subscribed to a lot, but Joe's the best, no bullshit there. Good on you, Joe, keep squatching.
Here's game cam. And I know what you're going to say about game cams. Bigfoots know they're there. They're never going to get step in front of one. But someday, one of them Bigfoots is going to screw up. And I want to be ready.
Hey everybody, it's me, Brandon Hago, and I got my partner Arlo here. Hey, say hi, dog. Let him go.
I'm not. What? Hello.
My partner Arlo. We're watching the Squatchin Cowboy with Joe Pass, drinking a few coldies. Y'all have a good night.
That's a Bigfoot. It's a juvenile Bigfoot. So far, that's all I've seen of those. Small ones. But usually, with small ones, it's got to be a big one, right? And are Bigfoot mamas like bear mamas? You get around their cubs, they kill you? I don't know. I'll be doggone. This looks like the trail. But I don't see our tracks. Oh, I guess that's them right there. Yeah. There's something walking back there.
quiet. I don't hear anything anymore. I don't know, it might have been deer. Somebody tell me what those are. I'm gonna look around here for some tracks. It's muddy around here. Okay, said there ain't been nobody back here in a month since the last time we were here. Deer tracks. Now all I need is a big footprint. Because I do have my casting materials with me. Well, it's up we go. Sorry about my heavy breathing. Oh, that's pretty steep. Woo. Holy moly. Y'all see a mountain lion, let me know. Let's go have a look at those trail cams. Then I get down here and Keith tells me there's been a sighting down here of a mountain lion. I'm like, oh wow.
Hi, my name's Tom Haygood. I'm from Kemp, Texas, and right now I am watching the Squatchin cowboy. I love it.
I don't have my glasses. I can't tell if it's blurry or not. Does that look blurry to you?
I don't know.
It's hard to look at the camera and look down where you're walking. That's for damn sure.
Rocks. Oh, these rocks, dude. That's picking up rocks.
We're coming out here and it's about 10:30, maybe 11 o'clock. We'll try out some night vision. I just thought I'd see how the camera worked with the big flashlight. God, dog. A little front come through and cooled everything off. Earlier today we was out here sweating. Now I got my damn hoodie on. Beautiful night. Okay, I'm gonna turn this light off. Turn some night vision on, but I'm gonna leave this video going cause in case we hear anything. So if it goes black, just hold on. Tell us about it, Keith.
That was about mid-December, late December, and about the mid-90s. I was parked right down here and I walked up the hill, pretty good ways up there, probably 100 yards, 200 yards. And I was watching squirrels and going to pick some off, and I heard something in the tree limbs like you'd throw a rock or a baseball. As it went over my head, it was just hitting the limbs. Tap, 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 tap. I heard it hit down here somewhere by the road, and I just got up and walked straight to the truck and left.
Squirrel hunt was over with.
Squirrel hunt was over with.
What do you think it could have been?
It had been something with arms to throw a rock.
A bear could have done that.
No, bear couldn't throw a rock. But it throwed it hard enough that it was hitting limbs. You could hear it hitting limbs going through the trees over my head and through the...
It sounded like a pretty big rock.
I didn't get to see it, and I didn't get to...
I mean, it's like a big rock going through the limbs, or...
I would say it's probably like a softball. If it'd been a big old boulder, I'd have seen it. But
Yeah.
it just sickled right over my head, and you could just hear it hitting the limbs. Tap, 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 tap. Just went off the hill, and I just got up and left. I kind of knew what was going on.
This rock slide is pretty cool.
husky.
It's coming from that hole for sure.
There's
It
something.
gets big up in there after you get down there. It looks like it gets at least to the stall.
There's something dead
Of the
in
room.
here.
Yeah, I know. You're stirring.
Stirring it up.
I wonder if it could be a person or something.
I think I'm moving it. It's like hair.
Anybody got a flashlight on?
I got my phone light, but
It could be a deer got in there and got stuck or something. Could be a baby Sasquatch. You see one gone?
yeah, it's like the shadow of this stick about became a new person.
Well, I thought I heard something moving in there. That's why I like stopped the sticks a few times. But I don't know.
I'm curious to see what kind of bone it is.
I wonder how big it is in there because it looks like it's at least
Just think
this
it's a
big
person or something. It could be a
and that
person.
tall after you get down in there.
How far down there can you see?
Well, hey everybody, I see you made it to the end of the video. I thank you very much for watching that hour-long video. I just want to thank a few people. Robin Long, which I think she got married, so her name is something else now. I want to thank Mark Dodman. I want to thank Tom Haygood and Brandon Haygood for helping me make those videos. And last but not least, Keith and Sabrina Bethell for letting us come up there on their property. I really do appreciate that. We're coming back up there pretty soon, so just hang on. We're going to do a video up there about Bigfooting again. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching my videos. I'm going to take a little short break because, like I said, I'm saving up my nickels and dimes to go do something big up in the mountains. May 6th, I got a good one coming out. It's not a Bigfoot video, it's something else. But I got a good video coming up. I want y'all to watch it. Hit that subscribe button so you'll get notified. And some people are telling me that they're not getting notified of my videos. Go back and check, see if you're still subscribed. If you're not getting notified of my videos, check and see if you're still subscribed, because YouTube is doing that kind of things. The other day, I think I lost 7 subscribers in about 8 hours. So that's, about a subscriber an hour. So go back and check your subscription and make sure you're subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do that. And we'll see you on the next one. God bless you, and God bless these United States. And thanks again for watching my videos. Until next time.